Hey YouTube, this is Ken of N54 Magazine. Today in this video, we're about to go check out Tyler Haas and his sweet N55 upgraded Pure Stage 2 535i, and we got a real treat ahead of us. So before that, let's check out this quick montage before we break into that interview. Yeah, man, finally got to catch up and see what's up about this beautiful car you got here.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I know the first time we met was actually kind of funny. I was trying to do a pull with you on the freeway and you left me so far behind you had me thinking the game, right? I went back to Omar actually and was like, man, I just got my feelings hurt. I said, this 535i drugged me, man. I said, and he goes, oh man, he goes, was it a white car and all that? I said, yeah, man. He said, no, that's Tyler, man. He said he's got upgraded Pure Stage 2s, right?
Yeah, it's Pure Stage 2. It's yeah, it's got everything you could possibly do to it. So yeah, a lot of people are very surprised when they pull up on it and they want to do some runs. So.
Heck yeah, I know I was. I mean, I mean, we did what? How many? 2 or 3 pulls?
Yeah,
on that
we
thing?
did 3 pulls. Yeah.
Yep. And I saw your tail lights every time.
Yeah, she gets for
no,
sure.
She's good. So man, the purpose of the video, man, we wanted to show the audience on N54 Magazine on YouTube here, kind of what you did. We feature, a lot of the local guys and what they have going on with the N54s and N55s.
Yep.
Wanted to make sure that diversity was in there because not enough of our N55s get shown. What's going on, and we know the game's changed for the N55s now, right?
Yeah, the platform's actually expanding a lot more now with BootMod and everybody else coming in with the flash tunes, and obviously people's warranties are up now, so they're willing to mod the cars a little bit more.
Yep.
So I think that's it's definitely expanding now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the power is there. It's not as much to put these things together as they were before.
Yeah.
There's more and more aftermarket support.
Yep.
And it's showing.
Yeah, it's definitely showing. You're starting to see people come out of the woodworks with the N55 platform and actually putting down some good power, even though there's a lot of misconception on what you're able to throw at them. But I think we've, as a culture, have decided like 600 wheel horsepower is a safe number for these vehicles now. So they're not as crazy as the N54s where guys are throwing 800 on stock short blocks, but it's still a pretty good number for a luxury sedan.
It's definitely respectable.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. All right, man, what a beautiful ride you had there. So let's go ahead and explain to everyone what you got going on here. What have you done so far?
So right now it's sitting on obviously the variant 20-inch Argons, and then we're wrapped in Continental Sport contacts. I ran an 11-inch in the rear actually on this car, and then there's 10s on the front, and then they're 295 in the rear, 265 in the front, and then as you walk around the front of the car, we have enforced aero front lip, as well as I don't even actually know what that other lip is. It's off of eBay. It looked good. I haven't seen anybody else rock it, so I figured,
it looks great to me.
I'll run it. Yeah, and then it's got the M5 grille. And then I wrapped the roof black with the door handles and obviously the side markers, and then we did an M5 rear splitter on it with dual exhaust, and then from there it's all 3M tinted, windshield included, and that's pretty much what I did with the outside body. It's got the tinted lights by my boy with Cruise Armor. They do really cool actual tinting for headlights or helmet visors. It's self-healing.
Right.
Great stuff. And then from there we go to the performance side of it.
So before you go there, let me ask you. So was this, because this looks like a full-on stormtrooper-like effect. Was this a theme you're going after?
I love white cars, and so at first it was on black wheels. I had it on a different set of wheels. They were black, and it was just I like that look, that white and black. It's just very, it's very sleek. It's very luxurious looking, especially with the black leather interior.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I started out with the black wheels and it looked good, but once I went to this machine look, I feel like it totally changed the look of this car, and I get way more compliments on it with the machine look.
Right.
And yeah, so that's just, I love the white and black. White on black just looks really good in a big luxury sedan.
You played it out well, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, so one of those performance mods, what you got under the hood?
So it's full bolt-on. It's got the larger intercooler. It's BMS intake. It's got pretty much everything. I custom welded and TIG welded my downpipe, so that's made one off by me. I also TIG welded the full exhaust. It's dual out now. And then with the rest of the performance, I have Pure Stage 2. It's on a boot mod E50 tune done by Kerry Jordan.
Nice.
And then from there we have the AEM meth injection, as well as 2 actually high pressure fuel pump.
Okay.
And then it's got the Walbro Hellcat 525 pressure fuel pump system. And then I have the Godspeed EKP module that actually helps with the current actual for the low pressure pump.
Right.
So you got to have those because we tend to fry the stock ones when you request so much current.
I've been there.
And then it's also got the Fuel It gauge, the Bluetooth sensor.
Okay.
So I can actually read my actual E content.
Yeah.
And then it has an Aeromotive 10 micron filter that goes in between the low pressure and the high pressure fuel pumps. Got the VRSF charge pipe.
Okay.
And then I think that's pretty much it on that side.
So MHD is the
boot mod.
Oh, boot mod. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the boot mod tuning program. It's also got obviously this has the ZF 8-speed transmission.
Right.
So it's got the boot mod updated tune for the transmission. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So any particular reason why you decided to go with meth, or was there any pros and cons with going that route?
With meth, I mean, obviously with the meth, it just helps. Obviously, we live in Arizona, so anytime you're able to cool down the air going into that motor, yeah, we're gonna try to cool this thing down as much as we can. I have the biggest jet on it right now. It is still 50-50 mix on that injection system. And then I went with the E50 tune just because for the ethanol, just because it's readily available at my pump right by my house. There's a couple of E85 different ones, but the performance you get from E50 to E85 is not significant.
Right.
And so you get most of your performance in that E50 range. So I felt like that was a good place to start and go from there.
Heck yeah. No, good choice. Nice.
Yeah.
Keep that clean gas.
Yeah. Keep it clean too. So.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So what else do you do, man? I mean, you're not just the guy running around this really beautiful looking car, right?
No, yeah. My family were from Texas. I grew up on a ranch, working on farm, tending to cattle, and then I got into off-road and car racing at a young age. Pretty much started racing NHRA when I was 16 years old.
Nice.
And then from there, kind of just moved on to off-road racing and got into motorcycles and ran motorcycle shops and car shops, and pretty much did that for a long time. And then once I was in off-road racing, I got into test engineering and been working in the aerospace and automotive industries doing vehicle dynamic testing and stuff like that.
Heck yeah. So you came from other platforms, obviously. You've raced in a few different types of cars and backgrounds as far as platforms. What made you jump to the BMW, to the German stuff?
You know, it's funny. So my friends back home in a small town actually in California where I did most of my growing up, they were all BMW fanatics. They all had E30s, and in auto shop, one of our guys, Daniel, one of my really close friends, he got everybody kind of submerged in that whole scene. Then they opened up a BMW shop actually in our town, and you know, I was still in the trucks and the off-road stuff, and I had an a Fox Body Mustang, and so like I was still in that scene, and we were all really close, and just being around that, I always knew they were awesome cars, great platform. But there's an era where, you know, like the reliability and certain things weren't like the most high priority on BMW, and so after the M55 platform came out, I was actually in search for a N54 535.
Gotcha.
And I had actually had an E60 550.
Same here.
Yeah. Love the car.
E60 was it.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah. It sounded great. 4.8 liter. The thing sounded, the V8. I'm obsessed with that. but we all know the reliability, the gasket issues, the the valve
the rods,
seals, the rods, everything. Those things are like, you keep them for a certain period of time and then you get rid of them. And I got rid of mine right around 60,000 miles, so it was like right in the good area. So it was a beautiful car, but I was in search of a 535 M54. I drove to California with my truck and an empty trailer and looked at about 10 different cars in California. I probably saw about 8 different cars here, and then I saw this. And it was at a dealership, and actually I test drove a 335i first, N55. It was a 2014, and the guy that test drove it before me ended up buying it. We were there at the exact same time. He beat me there by an hour. I talked to the guy. And so I was like, okay, well, the dealership next door had this car. So I went and drove it, and I was like, you know what? This will be a perfect start. So, went a little bit bigger body, but I think it's a beautiful car.
That was gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
And fast.
Yes. That was the goal.
The door and the domain just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, but wait till I overdose. Saw the numbers one, different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things for your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble, cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's I got wifey on bling and she